Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens show, episode 175. It was 175, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right.
Woo woo.
Woo woo. You know, you're rocking with the number one podcast in Western New York. You know what it is. It's me, the Don Dotto of all Dons. Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
And in front of me, I have
Nature Boy.
All right, anyway. But yeah, you know, go ahead and hit these three little steps real quick. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all of our notifications whenever we post them. And go ahead and tap into the description to go ahead and click on to locals.com. If you got any spare change, go ahead and help a brother out so we can grow faster and bigger and do bigger things so we can do things that we want to do. You know, you feel me? I appreciate you. But other than that, what is going on, brother? Man,
It's been a long time.
I should have met you, but I don't know. Needs to step two. Break it down. Now, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Now, something like that.
Is that actual song?
Yeah, it's only a song. And what's your name? And who you from? And what it hurt? And I don't know.
That actually is ringing the
Slight bell.
Yes, it is.
Slight bell. It's like a, you know.
No, it's more like
Ting, ting.
you can't even hear it.
Oh,
But I know it's there.
it's Timberland.
Yeah.
Break it down. Oh,
It's kind of sad what happened, but...
yeah. But, you know, life goes on.
So how was your holidays, bro? That is a moment to pause and think.
Yeah.
That it wasn't shit.
It was a it.
Oh,
All
it
right.
was, really?
It was a it.
That's
I'll tell you
good.
that. It's not a bad or good thing.
Just a neutral?
Just a neutral thing.
Well, it could have been bad.
Yeah.
Especially with the snowstorm.
Yeah.
This winter is historic.
For sure. It's definitely different than the October storm from 2008, I want to say. Yeah. Definitely more tragic.
No, but think about it. We got the November storm. We got the December storm. At this rate, we're going to get a January storm. So just lock and loaded.
Yeah, it's coming next year probably because it better not be this year. I tell you that.
Well, the lake still hasn't frozen over yet, so we're still in for whatever that brings. Yo, did you see the photos of...
The flood, it was a flood over there too.
What?
Yeah, it was during that storm, it was a flood, like a huge flood on Niagara Street and like right below the Peace Bridge.
Well, I was going to say, did you see that one restaurant on the U.S. side of Lake Erie, and then all the houses off of Toronto that were just straight up icicled buildings?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see? Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, I
bro.
didn't see
Literally, there's a restaurant as you're going out to the Hamburg area, and then there was at least 10 houses off of the ocean. I said ocean, off of the lake in Toronto, where literally the combination of the water, wind, and the temperature, the houses looked like some freaking cartoon where they were made out of icicles. That's how frozen over they were.
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, so for every person in Buffalo where they thought they got smacked with 4 to 6 feet of snow and they couldn't get out their house, these motherfuckers literally, they couldn't get out their window. They couldn't see anything but icicles, so that's just something to factor in.
Yeah, for me, let's see, holidays, the week prior before the storm.
Yeah, because
I
we
went
didn't
on a
record for
cabin.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I went on a cabin trip.
How was that?
That was all right. It was nice, cool, chill. Friends, you know, drinking and cooking and just enjoying ourselves, I would say.
Anything productive?
During that weekend?
Yeah. Brainstorming? It's like, we're going to put this and that together, make X, Y, Z, you know?
Nope. We're just
Enjoying life?
enjoying life, I would say. But, yeah, and then, what did I do? I went back to work. No, I didn't. Yeah, I went to work during that week. And then that Friday is when the storm hit.
Yes, that morning, too.
Yeah. I was at my girlfriend's house, and I left her house in the middle of that storm.
You're wild.
It was like,
Yo, that was the beginning of the freaking hurricane level winds.
it was like 70-some miles an hour.
Yeah, because it wasn't Friday. It really didn't snow that much.
No, Friday, it was a whiteout.
Yeah, but it was a whiteout because of the wind. In terms of actual snow that fell, it wasn't that much. Most of the snow that fell was in the night, all the way through Sunday.
Yeah, that is true. But man, that whiteout was wild. Like, I left her house around like maybe 1-ish.
Oh, you're wild because that was definitely in the middle of it.
It was right in the middle. I left the house around like 1-ish.
Did you want to leave the house that badly?
I wasn't winter ready. Like, I didn't have the apparel for winter, I would say. I had sneakers on because it wasn't no snow the day prior.
Yeah.
I knew the storm was coming, but I didn't know it was going to be like that bad. So
it was in the 40s and 50s most of the week, too.
Yeah. So it was like, for the snow to hit that crazy, I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I only had my winter coat on. I didn't have no hoodie. I didn't have nothing to cover my face. I didn't have no boots. I didn't have jack shit.
You know, most people say you're a dumbass.
I don't know. Hey.
But you know what I say? Little bitch.
Hey.
I walked the snow in that.
Fuck that. Because I drove in it. So who's the real bitches? I fucking drove in it. Imagine driving and not seeing what's in front of you.
Oh, it was...
The best I could tell you was you better know the streets.
Yo, when the snow was actually coming down, combined with the wind, what would you say, bro? Max 50 feet, if that?
Yeah. It was definitely wild. Like, when I was driving, cars were just popping up in front of me. Like, I couldn't see them, obviously. And then trees fell right in front of me. I seen, like, 2-3 car crashes. Fucking somebody was stuck on the side because their car crashed into something. Like, it was crazy. Once I actually got home, changed clothes, and left out again, and then went to my mom's house. I was just stuck in my mom's house.
How was she was still able to work, right? Because she works from home.
Was she? No.
Yeah, my mom didn't get any time off.
I'm trying to think. Did she? The Friday through Sunday she didn't. Monday. I don't think she worked that Monday either. I want to say Tuesday she did.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was bad. I was stuck in the house for like.
We didn't
Friday to Tuesday or Wednesday.
We didn't start working until Thursday.
I couldn't even get to work. It was a driving ban.
No, that's why there was a driving ban all the way up until Wednesday.
I couldn't even get to work. I didn't get to work that whole week, and I was pissed because that whole week was triple pay for me. Didn't get it. I got holiday pay, but I didn't get the triple pay.
So you weren't able to work Thursday or Friday?
I wasn't able to work none of those days because of the driving ban. The driving ban didn't lift until like Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday morning. But GM didn't let you guys come in anyways?
They sent a text and saying we can get in, but if we can make it. And my street wasn't plowed.
What?
Yeah, my street wasn't plowed until like that Thursday night.
Oh, I would have been pissed.
And then my car was stuck, so I had to shovel it out. And once I shoveled it out, it was still stuck because the wheels was on ice. So I had to throw salt.
Yeah, because Thursday is when it heated up.
So I had to throw salt around my car in order to get it loose. So yeah, I didn't go to work that whole week.
And your plan was to go to work at least most of the week, right?
The whole week. My plan was to go to work that whole week and take tax exempt. Oh, that didn't work out. So yeah, I became broke, and I'm still broke.
No, because I remember we had that conversation off camera. That was your plan to
pay for Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yep. So now I just gotta grind hard and pay by next month.
That hurts, bro.
Life. It's life.
You know why that hurts? That hurts me for you. That hurts me as your brother. But I'm also thinking about larger things, the future, and that in that moment, triple pay, bro.
Yeah, triple pay. I'd have paid. Truthfully,
and you would have worked 40 hours that week too.
Yeah, that whole week I would have worked at least Saturday too. I would have worked over.
So you would have worked 48, which is the
And
equivalent.
Saturday's time and a half. Well, I still get triple pay throughout every day.
But bro,
Triple pay, I technically would have been over
it would have been
close to 100.
it would have been the equivalent of 142 hours, bro.
Yeah. I at least got like 3,000.
Sorry, bro. How was New Year's?
New Year's wasn't the worst. It was more so just chill. New Year's, we just went to my friend's house and just drink and chill. Nothing crazy.
A lot of people I know, that's what they ended up doing.
Yeah. I'm just over going outside, kind of. I still go outside, but not as much, I would say.
Because of the weather or just in general?
I think just in general, I'm tired of Buffalo. I'm not going outside unless it's like a special occasion. Or if my girlfriend asks me to come out. Now, most of the time, I'll probably tell her no, depending on what it is, too.
I understand.
Yeah. If it's not just chilling at somebody's house and drinking and chilling with friends, this year, I'm not doing it.
You know what's really sad, too, is that when you start... I'm not talking about any of the other stuff, because who actually knows the specific details. But just from a vibe perspective, when you travel to other places, you really realize the word coming to mind is stank of Buffalo. It's just...
I wouldn't say it's stank, but it's just a different vibe overall. It's a different vibe going to somewhere else than experiencing something good. And like even if it's for a short time, it's like, damn, now you'll come back to this depressing ass place.
But that's what I'm getting at. At least the places I've been to, the energy feels hopeful.
Yeah.
The future seems uplifting. And then you come here and it's just what?
Depressing.
What is it, bro? Is it the city itself? Is it the people?
It's both.
Combination?
I was about to say it's both because the people don't inspire each other here, and if they do, they kind of want to see you rise up just to fail.
If they even want to see you rise, they just probably be fine with you failing.
Yeah. So, and then when they do see you, like actually doing something, they trying to latch onto you
Instead of helping you.
Exactly. They try to latch onto you, and then
Instead of helping
soon as they see a downfall, they're gonna unlatch and then like just leave you there.
like a leech.
Yeah, it's literally like that here. And then the city itself, it's like
The snowstorm proved how shitty it is.
yeah. Not only that, but like the city itself, that we can't even fix our potholes.
Did you see the new thing on my street?
Yeah.
It's been like that for 14 days, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we can't even finish our potholes, but they want us to
Give back to them.
Yeah, give back to the city, and it's like you're taking our taxes to do nothing.
You know what I found so funny is I don't know if you were on social media, but the quick glimpses I got, how all these people were saying, why don't you be good citizens? Why don't you help out your fellow neighbors? Help shovel, plow, blah, blah, blah. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, my street, I've been living here for, let's say 25 years, right? Just those 25 years, not one single thing has been done to improve the sidewalks, the road. I don't know if you noticed that there's a power line down. It's been down ever since Friday of the storm. So what is that? That's over 2 weeks now?
Mm-hmm.
So over 2 weeks, the power line has been down. For 2 weeks, it's not a pothole, but the sewage hole or the sewage drain, whatever you want. It's not the drain, but the one in the middle, right?
Yeah.
That the actual metal cap has been gone for 2 weeks. The only reason why we have a sign above it is because my mom called in 5 times in one day, and they came the next day. They didn't even come the same day. They came the next day. And for 13 days now, you see it's still a hole. And, don't get me wrong. I'm all about helping out your community and all this stuff. But it's funny how, from the outside looking in, we're considered the city of brotherly love. Or what is it? Because Philadelphia is brotherly love, and then we're the city of good neighbors, right?
Yeah, good neighbors.
Good neighbors. We're such good neighbors that during a major storm, people aren't shoveling and helping each other out.
I will say people are willing to do that. At least that's from what I've seen. From what I've seen, I will say that. But it takes a natural disaster like this in order for us to do it. We will not openly do it.
But at the same time that's happening, we're looting local stores.
Yes. Yes.
And, bro, this is the crazy part. It wasn't looting 5-7 days after the storm. Literally the second day of the storm. Oh, we're going to loot this bitch.
Yep. We are breaking into Walmart. We're breaking into Family Dollars. We're breaking into Dollar Tree.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, Dollar General.
Yeah.
Target.
Most on the west side, too.
Yeah. Target. Like, it was just so ridiculous just to see.
And the excuses, too. They were saying...
It's literally people that was so bold because it's like, they were so bold doing it. They were stealing couches and shit and then walking right behind the cops.
Yeah.
You're like, the cops can't do nothing because it's like, there's bigger shit than this right now. But at the same time, it's like, this shit is crazy. Like, we got people stuck in cars and freezing to death and shit, but yet you want to go loot. Like, go help somebody.
But this
like, if you can move your car and get over these big-ass snowbanks, go help somebody.
I agree with that. But the point I was making about helping each other, how is it that we have a city that ever since the city was created, so for well over 100 years, it's known that Buffalo is top 5 every single year. Every single year for snowfall, right? And then for the past 10 years, it's been top 3.
Yeah.
So how do we have a mayor, how do we have a city council that always seems to not be prepared? And this is where the taxes come in, bro. Everybody in the city pays taxes. Everybody in the city pays some type of taxes.
Yeah.
Yet it takes basically a full week. It took 6 days for them to get their shit together. By the way, most of the Erie County was completely the driving ban was lifted by Monday.
Buffalo alone took literally like 4 days.
Dude, it took 6 days.
Yeah.
Every other part, Lackawanna, Hamburg, every other part was lifted no later than Wednesday, and over 80% of the county was lifted by Monday. It takes us Thursday.
Yep. It was terrible, man. And then we had National Guards come down to help.
Yeah, that was wild.
Like, it was people really stuck and just dying in their car. Like, it was really nuts. Like, we found, like, over 70-plus bodies.
Whoa, specifically...
Not just in cars, but, like, overall.
But Buffalo specifically was 30-something, high 30s. 37 or 39.
Found a kid stuck in a snowbank. Why? Like, where's the parent to be like, get your ass in the house and stay in the house?
That's the better question. I don't blame the city on that one.
Yeah, I'm not blaming the city, but it's like, where's the parent to be like, get your ass in the house and stay in the house until at least it stops snowing? At least. Like, there is no reason for that kid to be outside. None.
I would say some of those deaths, you can only blame the individuals. Because, for example, 2 people died from cardiac arrest because they were shoveling.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, bro, why the fuck were you shoveling any sooner than Sunday? Because literally, Friday...
They could have waited until, like, it... Overall, just... I mean, I understand why they're shoveling, but why are you shoveling trying to make a way while in the middle of this storm?
Yeah, because, bro, even when it wasn't snowing, the wind was so fucking strong that by the time you got done shoveling, the wind blew the snow back on.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, it was no point of that. I didn't start shoveling until, like, Monday. I think, like, Sunday night or Monday, something like that.
Yeah, Damon said the same thing.
It was just outrageous, bro. Outrageous. People was stuck at ECMC. People were stuck at Walmart. The lights went out in Walmart. They literally had to
they were setting up
air mattresses and stuff. It was crazy.
You know what's so funny, though, is that last winter broke me in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Last winter determined, okay, as much as I wanted to set up a life in Buffalo, no. Buffalo is just going to be a business. I'm setting up a life somewhere else. And never in a million years would I think that the very next year,
Buffalo winter would be worse.
yes.
Man, oh man.
And yo, bro, one of the days this past week it hit 50 something.
Yeah. And the fucking snow melted within like 2 days, 2-3 days.
Yo, besides the areas where where they piled up the snow, you wouldn't be able to tell it snowed, bro.
Bro, the snow was so bad. After I finally was able to get out my house, like get out my mom's house, I was driving. I drove home to change clothes and shower and stuff, bro. I couldn't even do that. Like I showered at her house, obviously, but I still had the same clothes on, of course.
Oh, you mean you couldn't get to your house?
I couldn't get in my house. The snow was literally.
Oh, because of the wind?
Yeah, the snow was literally packed. Like it packed my house, like the door.
Yeah,
I had to literally shovel my front door to get in
because of the wind effect. It almost looked like a wall itself.
It was a wall of snow.
Yeah,
like literally, like only thing you could see was literally the very top of the door, and that was it. I was like, bro, this is annoying. And it wasn't even just like a slight wall. It was a thick ass wall of snow. I was like, what the fuck? I'm kicking it so I can kicking the snow wall. I shoveled it. I was like, bro, I just want to get in the house. I got in the house though. The house was warm as fuck. I was like, oh yeah. But it was terrible. It was terrible. Winter alone was. This is why I say I hate winter. I think it's just because of Buffalo winter, but overall, I just hate winter.
No, but Buffalo winter is... People don't truly comprehend the concept of lake effect snow.
Yeah. I will say it's probably also as bad in Chicago, too, because they're close to the lake. But it's like, if you're close to the lake, you hate winter, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Cleveland gets it bad. But this is the thing, bro. Specifically, Western New York... 3 out of the top 5 places for the past 10 years have been Western New York.
Yeah.
And Buffalo, if it's not number 1, it's number 2.
For sure. I can't wait, bro. I'm out. Can't do this. As soon as I get the money together, we out.
We out. But
say less.
It's the combination. We need to start making more money and start saving more.
Yeah. That's why I'm not going outside this year.
Right. Oh, is that part of the reason?
Yeah. I'll travel, of course, because obviously I don't want to be bored with my life.
Well, you need it. It's that wiggle room, but you need something to keep you pushing.
Yeah. So I'll travel, but I don't plan on wasting a lot of money this year. Like,
yo, bro, is that really part of the reason why?
Yeah. I'm just over, like obviously I'm getting older, and I've already done everything in Buffalo. So, like, if it's stuff to do outside of Buffalo, obviously I'm going to be like, hey, let's go travel. But overall, Buffalo, I'm not wasting my money in Buffalo. I've done it, majority of it. It's the same shit every single year. Summertime come, what is going to happen? Cookouts, parties,
Downtown.
Birthdays, of course. And then it's like we're wasting money on going to the beach when we're bored. Let's go here. Let's go buy some liquor. And it's like we don't need to. It's the same shit every year. And it's like I enjoy hanging with my friends. Don't get me wrong.
But you don't need to spend money to.
I don't need to be spending $200 one day for liquor and food or something stupid that's going to be going, and then like the rest of the week I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess I gotta minimize my spending now, and it's like I don't need to do that.
Yeah, especially when you have a long-term goal in mind.
Yeah, it's like
now more than ever.
So now it's like this summer. If it's no birthdays, if it's nothing crazy, I'm majority of the time I'm like, I got $100. That's it.
like you said, unless it's a special event.
Yeah, I got $100. That's it. And if we go to a bar, I got $50. That's like 2-3 drinks and some food, maybe. That's all I got, bro. Like you lost me. I'm sorry. If somebody be like, oh, let's go to Bottoms Up. I don't need to go there. I know they're expensive. I don't need to go there. What I'm going there for? Oh, well, everybody's meeting up there. Fuck everybody. I don't care. They didn't see me on my birthday. The fuck? I don't care.
Bro, this progress and growth is a beautiful thing.
But my thing is, it's been like this, but sometimes I just been, like, if I'm bored, I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll go. Sometimes I don't even spend money. I'll just go. But it's like, even that's wasting gas. It's like even that, me putting on clothes or me buying some socks, buying some underwear or something, putting clothes together, it's like that's wasting money overall.
Or indirectly, in that you're zapping your energy in terms of, because it takes energy to do these things.
Yeah.
When you could be at home relaxing. So now
just for me to go to work
the next day.
So it's like there's no point in that. No point. I told my girlfriend too. I was like, if you want to do it, go ahead, but don't expect me to go every time. I was like, I you can be upset. I don't care.
Because you got an end goal, brother.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care. And I was like, I really hope you don't be upset at the same time. But at the same time, don't expect me to just get up and go every time.
Yo, if we weren't recording, I would hug your ass right now.
Because, like, I'm over it. Like, I'm just over it.
Well, it comes... Every person is different, but every person who's determined and motivated, at some point in their life, they realize, okay, they're sick of the bottom. They're sick of getting all the leftovers, and it comes to the point where you realize and make a decision on, if I want what I've always craved wanting, it's like, fuck it. All this other all this social stuff, as enjoyable as it is, it's literally just for the moment. Like, there's no everlasting effect. And we want freedom, bro.
Exactly. I want to just do what I want to do when I want to do it. That's literally it. And I just want to be, I don't even want to be extremely happy. Happiness comes from like what you choose, what you make of it or whatever.
That's the thing that I have transformed the most in this new year, in this short new year. Bro, the concept of happiness is so diluted from what happiness truly is. Yeah, you're not supposed to be happy. You're not supposed to always have these highs. Because if you always have highs, you don't know
you don't know what the lows are.
Yes.
Or never knew the lows are. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, for me, I've been watching these videos all over the internet. And they always ask, is happiness what is happiness to you? Like, is it a choice? Is it something that you feel, or does money make you happy? And answers is different, but overall, from what I've got, I will say happiness is a choice. It's literally what you make of it.
And not only is happiness a choice, going back all the way to what started this conversation, do you even need to be happy to have a great life?
No, truthfully. No. But that's the thing. I don't need to be happy, but I want to be okay at least.
But you don't need to be happy all the time, because if you're happy all the time, then what is happiness?
Yeah. It's normal to you.
Exactly.
It becomes normal.
When everything is special all the time, then nothing is
now you're depressed. Now you're depressed. It's like, damn, now I want to do something new. It's like, damn, I wonder what a homeless person would seem like. It's just, if it's something that you do all the time, it's nothing new about it. So,
but I do want to emphasize what you did say, though. Happiness is what you make of it.
Yeah.
And too many people have this construct of happiness in their head, to where it's like, oh, I have to be rich, or oh, I have to be doing this. When in reality, if you could turn anything into happiness, or like make the most out of it, then that's what true happiness is.
Exactly.
And when you could be succeeding, and when you have purpose, and when you're actually accomplishing your ambitions, that's where true happiness comes in, because you don't need to fucking dilute the situation, or you don't have to fool yourself. It's exactly. Like you feel happy because you're getting shit done, because you're getting to your goal, or you're finally living your dream.
You have that motivation and drive to do it. So it's like, with that alone, I intend to do that. And hey, I'm being depressed in the middle of it. Don't get me wrong. But I have an end goal to be happy sooner or later.
But I'll also make the case that those lows and that depression is going to make you realize when you actually hit that happiness.
Yeah, for sure. Because when something great come out of it, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm be sad as fuck in the middle of it, though. I'm sad now. Man, I got to work my ass off just to get to this Jamaican trip.
Bro, I do want you to know, it truthfully pains me that you aren't even able to work one fucking day with that triple time.
Bro, I literally got straight 40-hour holiday pay. I said, what the fuck is this? This is going towards my rent.
Yo, you know what's so insane? When you get so used to getting overtime checks, and when you just get a 40-hour check, bro, I'm like, what is this?
Bro, that is literally pocket money. Like, after working so much overtime and then, like, paying bills and all that, you get a regular ass 40 hours, you're like, damn, am I really this broke?
Bro, you barely have money for the bills.
It's like, bro.
And bro, think about me too, where I'm tight as fuck with my money. Not necessarily because I have to be or whatever, but I choose to be, right?
Yeah.
And bro, I got so used to these overtime checks, and in the past 2 weeks, I didn't get anything more than 40. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, seriously, man. You got no spending money. None.
Well, for me, I have no fucking savings money because all the money's just going into bills. I'm like, fuck. Like when I'm looking, I'm like, I only had $56 to put in savings for investments, and then the next week it was like 30 something. I'm looking at, oh my fucking,
This shit is terrible, man.
and don't forget too, this was after how I talked to basically everybody about. You remember the formulas I went over with you,
Yeah.
like what we really need to make to get to what we want. And I'm just thinking in my head, this is Murphy's Law, bro. After I went with the group, and bro, I was excited too because I knew you were working the triple time, so I'm thinking, okay, so this 1 week, Daniel's going to be able to fully pay for his Jamaican trip. So then for the rest of the, for the beginning of the new year, he's going to be able to start.
Just keep that money and save it.
Yeah, what we were talking about. And just like, damn, the new year's already off to a great start. Like every fucking year.
Bro. This is probably the worst beginning of a year for me.
Financially speaking?
Beginning of tragedy story. This is my villain origin. Because I swear to God, I'm just going to rampage.
So a quick question. You know how you said you got paid 40?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have gotten, when you say triple time, is it triple time because you're getting paid?
It's triple my base pay.
So that's including the holiday pay, right?
Yeah, that's with that already.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's really 2x plus the holiday, which
Yeah.
makes it 3x.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, the more I think about it, it's just making me wanna.
Bro, to
And
put
of
it
course,
in perspective,
and the worst part, just remember what you're gonna say. I just want to say this: it wasn't you, it wasn't the company, it was Buffalo.
it was literally Buffalo. Literally. And it's crazy because a lot of people, and I kept telling people, I'm thinking a lot of people didn't make it to work. A lot of people made it to work.
Really?
Yes. Lackawanna people,
Oh yeah, because the ban was lifted.
Lackawanna people, they was at work. Niagara Falls people, they was at work. Cheektowaga, further down, they made it to work.
Yeah, Cheektowaga was Wednesday.
I'm
right?
like,
only Buffalo.
I was like, wow. So it's literally just Buffalo. Cool. Even my supervisor, he lives off of Delavan, I want to say. No, Eggert. He lives off of Eggert. I said, yeah, I know you didn't come. He's like, yeah, I didn't make it out the house. I said, yeah, I know you didn't come. He didn't go until like Friday. I was like, it was no point of you going. He was like, yeah, but the supervisor's been working overtime. I said, yeah, I understand, but I wouldn't have went. Because the streets was clear by what? Thursday? All the main streets were clear. So like Eggert,
I was about to say, because
Main.
the side streets weren't clear until
none of
Friday,
them.
Saturday.
Yeah. So I would say all the main streets was clear by like Wednesday or Thursday.
But remember
He
this.
still couldn't leave.
But remember this, though. The storm hit Friday. It was done by Sunday. Buffalo's main streets were not clear until
Tuesday, I think like Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's being very generous. I
No,
would say
seriously,
Wednesday.
I think it was some streets. My friends was driving in this fucking weather, and it was crazy because we didn't even talk about that. They was pissing me off, but they was able to basically drive around, and they was just driving on main streets, like the general streets, and.
Oh, during the ban?
Yeah, and I think they was doing that by like Monday, Tuesday. Like I want to say like Monday or Tuesday they was doing that. So I'm like, that's cool. I'm just stuck at home. That's cool. I will say overall, I can't complain. I had a warm house.
Yes.
My mom was cooking constantly. Ooh. So I will say
you were well fed.
Yeah, I was well fed. I had my game. The internet was still good. The lights were still on. The lights never went out. I will say I was perfectly fine where I was at. Perfectly fine. I have no arguments.
You're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive, and I was fed, and I was warm. And I still have my entertainment. Entertainment is not that important, but for me, I have my entertainment.
For that given, if you can't make money.
Yeah, I have my entertainment. So I will say I was perfectly fine. Was I upset that my friends was driving around and having fun together while I was at home? Yes, there's a little jealousy in there.
And you were missing out on an extra 2x of your money?
Yes, I will say that. But I was mostly pissed because I couldn't get to work. Mostly that. That's it. 6:30 to 2:30 is probably one of the easiest shifts. None of the real supervisors were there because it's a holiday week. So none of the supervisors were there. All I had to do was show my fucking face. Clock the fuck in. Do minimum work for triple pay. Minimum work. All I had to do was show my face, bro, majority of the time. That whole week is the storm. A lot of people didn't even show up. It's holiday pay. It's either they get holiday pay or they show up to get triple pay. Most of the people that got their money, like older people, they already got saved up enough. They're not coming in. So then it's like other people that take vacations around this week, they're not coming in. It was so many people gone, and it was so much easy work. Like majority of the time, I could have just been sitting there for hours just getting paid. Triple pay. That's what pisses me off, for real, for real.
It's the triple pay.
I could have sat there, bro. I literally could have sat there for like 5 hours. The one dude was like, oh, yeah, the one day we didn't do anything. Like 2 days out of the week, they didn't do anything. I said, bro, I could have sat here and got paid. I could have took a fucking nap and got paid.
You could have watched movies.
Bro, I could have watched YouTube, Hulu, all that, and got paid. I mean, I do that on a regular now. But it's like...
But you would have got paid triple pay.
Triple pay to do nothing. And then I would have had my vacation paid for. That's it's all bad, bro.
That's the double whammy. You could have entered the new year with your vacation already paid for.
It's just all bad, bro. But,
well,
what can I do now?
Like you said, just hustle.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can do. Other than that, I am very generous. I was okay overall.
No, you sound it. Really, this entire conversation... You can tell you're satisfied.
Yeah. But I'm done being satisfied. That's the whole point. I am done being satisfied. But I'm okay with being satisfied at this moment.
Well, I was about to say, you're looking on the bright side of being satisfied when deep down...
It's depression.
I was going to say the depression is what's... Or the satisfaction is what's driving you for more.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I can tell you right now, if somehow you were able to work your plan 6 days with the triple pay, right now you will be fucking ecstatic. It's like, my vacation's already paid for. I could save up like the plan was, like we discussed. I started the new year on a high fucking note. Let's go!
For sure. Bro, I had to... bro, if I went to work, everything... I'll still be upset overall.
Because of the weather.
Yes, but overall...
You wouldn't be...
I'd have been fine. My vacation would have been paid for.
That's what you're really...
I had to wait. I had to tell my landlord, like, yeah, so I need like a day to pay you back, like pay the full rent. I paid half, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to wait until like Friday. He was like, well, considering the storm and all that, I understand. I said, I respect you, appreciate you.
No, I'm actually surprised he was that considerate.
Well, he lives downstairs from my mom, so I was basically in his house. I was basically at his house the whole storm. So, but yeah, he was like, I it's all right. So I paid half, I think like Wednesday, and I paid the rest Friday. But it's like that check is damn near gone. I got paid 40 hours on regular ass pay. Gone. That holiday pay money, I'd have had my trip paid for, rent paid for, and I still would have had pocket money.
And then for the rest of this time that you're hustling to pay for vacation, you would have just been saving.
Exactly. I could have just been at home. I could have went to work and did my regular ass 8 hours. But now I got to fucking work 12 hours every damn day.
Well,
what the fuck?
Bro, like you said, you got an angle and you're sick of just being satisfied.
I'm over it, man. I'm fucking over it. How was your winter?
Oh, man, I love the... Well, I want to start with a fact to open the new year. Florida led population growth for the first time in 65 years. Why do you think people... Wow, so yeah, that's the fact.
What's the fact?
Florida led population growth for the first time in 65 years.
They was just out there fucking.
Yeah.
They were just having babies left and right.
Yeah.
A bunch of whores. Half of them didn't even claim their child. Oh, okay. In other news, Christmas was shit.
Yeah, I just have a lot of negative stuff, actually. I thought I had more positive stuff, but...
Well, we got enough for like, what, 2-3 more? This has all been a negative-ass show anyways.
Yo, this is a fact. You know what? Let's keep this negativity going, man. What? I'm trying to spin it around, be positive, but if Daniel's negative, then fuck it.
Fuck it. I'll bring a positive somewhere out of it. That's cool.
Okay, so I guess the first thing is, why do you think people, once they get into a position of power, they think they can do what they want? Specifically, when they're fat, ugly, and dumb.
Damn, so people with power are just fat, ugly, and dumb now?
No, I'm saying especially when they're fat, ugly, and dumb. So the question is, why do you...
Is this going towards a certain person? Are they fat, ugly, and dumb? Or is it like fat, ugly, or dumb? Is it like are they just one thing? Or is it just like categorized?
Well, unbiasedly, it's the categorized, right?
Okay.
But biasedly,
It's one person.
all in one. So they hit the trifecta, you know?
I think they need to humble themselves.
Well, to be fair, they can't do much about them being ugly. Dumb is perspective, but you're fat. That's on you, bitch.
That is on you. Unless you got diabetes.
Even then,
You can still be skinny and have diabetes. So,
Yes.
yeah, you might be right. If you're fat, ugly, and dumb, and you're taking advantage of your power, I think you need to humble yourself and... I think you need to humble yourself and use your power as a great thing to... I don't know. I don't fucking know. Use your power for a greater good instead of taking advantage with it, I should say.
have you noticed, though?
Because fat, ugly, and dumb, bitch, you already lost. Bitch, you lost. You lost. No comments. I hate no common sense people. Oh, my God. That shit aggravates me.
Bro, you know what aggravates me the most? When whatever the company is, whatever, the workforce,
Yeah.
they're running a certain way, and they've had managers come in and out. It's a never-ending cycle. And then you get that one person that's so confident they're going to change it. And they're like, boom, bottom, boom. You're doing this, that. You're doing it as I say it, when I say it, because I'm saying it. And literally nothing's changing. So you're making my life that much more difficult to get the same results.
Let me tell you something. I gotta sit up for this. What you just explained is exactly what happened at GM one day, right?
I'm sorry, bro. I got a throat thing right now.
Let me tell you. So my supervisor was out this day. Another supervisor from the other shift came in. I know him because I worked overtime. So this guy comes to my shift and tries to switch everything about my shift to his shift. So he tries to change everybody's work perspective and what they're doing to do something else, like how his shift does it.
Yes. And he thinks it's going to create a better, more efficient situation.
He said, my shift is good on it, so why not have this shift do it? He comes up to me and says, "Hey, I'm gonna have you. You're not gonna have me do shit." He said, "Well, I need you here. I'm not going there. I have a job, and I'm gonna stick to it, buddy." So then he's like, "All right." So he starts switching people around me. So I go up to the people that's switching around me. I say, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, well, he told me to be here. He told me to do this. He told me." I said, "You don't have to do none of that. You have a certain job at this place. Do your job. You can tell him no. And what he's going to do, tell you not to work?" He was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." Exactly. What the fuck are you doing?
Yo, common sense, bro.
Yeah, so then he's switching everybody else around us. And work is getting slow because
they're new, right?
Yeah, so they're doing jobs that they never really did.
Yes.
And they're getting switched around. So, like, now he keeps coming back to us like, "Oh, how's it going?" I said, "We're chilling." He was like, "Why are you guys just sitting here?" I said, "We don't have work to do." He's like, "Why not?" "Because the people you switch don't know what they're doing." So now they're learning in the midst of them doing it. He's like, "Oh, all right, I'm just going to see what's going on." "Yeah, you go fix that shit." The fuck?
He's trying to get on you, but if there's no product for you, you guys literally can't do anything.
Exactly. So I'm like, "Bro, we can't do shit. Like, what are you talking about?" So then the one day, we normally push out, like my oven, we normally push out probably close to 400 radiators a day.
Okay.
A shift, I should say.
Yeah.
So this day, we only had like 300. That's 100 cores.
Yeah, 25%
not
off.
going through the oven.
Yeah.
So then the next day, he's like, "What happened yesterday?" I was like, "What do you mean?"
Acting dumb?
Yeah, I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You guys didn't
hit
the goal." I said, "We didn't get the goal for it. Like, we didn't get cores to get our goal." "What do you mean?" He's like, "So you guys didn't get enough?" "No, we didn't have shit, bro." Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I was like, "Bro, it's literally because you switched everything around." And he was like,
that brings me back to memories of Tesla.
Like, "Bro, you got the power, but keep the shit the same. If you kept the shit the same, we would have
Easily,
yeah, we did it what we regularly do." Like,
well, you know what my experience has taught me is normally people do that because they want to show how much
their
better
authority and stuff. Yeah, and it's like there's no point if it's already a steady show. Like, just keep it steady. There's no need to show everybody just it's basically a dick measuring game. It's like, bro,
wow,
we don't need that.
Wow, the fact that you were really not that specific term, but that's what I was about to say next. They want to prove that they're better than the other person who's normally on the shift.
Exactly. And it's like, bro, there's no need for that. Like, we are perfectly fine. Like, this shit was terrible, bro. So, yes, I understand what you're saying. But the crazy thing is, he's fat, ugly, and dumb.
Seriously?
I wouldn't say dumb, but he's fat and ugly.
Well, he looked dumb for that shift.
That man was like, he's like 6'5" or 6'4", something like that. He's really fat.
Oh my,
he's ugly.
Bro, that shit pisses me off because tall people don't understand. If you're tall and fat, just imagine how much fatter you would be if you were 5'6".
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It is so hard as a short man. A short white man. To keep fat off.
It is. I would say that. That is.
That's why it's, you know when you hear of short, skinny white men.
It's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Every once in a while, and they just say, "I just want 3 inches." God, why couldn't I have been born with 3 inches? And I'm not talking about to my penis.
I'm talking about to my height.
Yes,
to my legs.
To my legs. But 3 inches would be a little bit too much. But I would not complain with an extra 3 inches down there too. You know. But on a serious note,
How tall are you? Like 5'8"?
No, 5'7".
So if you got 3 inches, you would be like what, 5'10"?
Yeah.
So like, what would you do? Like, what's your required height?
Oh, my perfect height, 5'11 and a half, bro.
Exactly.
5'11" and a half.
So 6 feet.
5'11" and a half.
So 6 feet.
5.
Why don't you want to be 6 feet?
I just don't want to.
What? What?
I'm just tall enough to where I'm taller than 95% of every woman on the planet. But then I'm not too tall to where I have health problems. Because for whatever reason, there's a scientific correlation. The moment you hit 6 feet, your likelihood for all these health issues drastically increases.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like literally the difference between 5'11" and 6 feet for knee problems, heart problems, all these type of bone structures and stuff. It's almost like a twofold increase.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Which is why when you see men like Bill Russell, who just passed away, but he lived until his 80s, that's actually the equivalent of a 5'something dude living to 105, 110. Like that's the exception to the rule.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So when you see a lot of these NFL and NBA players and they pass away at 65, 69, 72, that's actually old for them, considering their stature.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just when you really look around, you realize
bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
How language is no longer used for pure communication of inner thoughts, but more so a tool to manipulate and gain what the inner thought truly wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a sad situation because at least back then, when you were being manipulated, it was intellectual and poetic to some degree. Now you're being fooled with dumbed down information, and at least you could point back when you were fooled and say, "Wow, he did a good job." Now you just when you're fooled, it's a double whammy because not only were you fooled, but you look back and say, "He fooled me with this language."
But these are bullshit.
No, it's just I don't know. It's quite fascinating where many people preach certain aspects of life, and when it comes to people they look up to or like certain aspects of society, they have no issue giving away their money. But the people who truly need it and are in need, it's just they're a second thought.
Yeah. I mean, as far as that.
Well, for me, the thing I'm thinking about recently, and this is very controversial, I'm actually one of the few people, I'm actually disgusted about what has occurred with the Buffalo Bills player. I want full help for him. I think it's tragic. I actually think what's occurred to him is COVID-related with the vaccine.
Could be possible.
It's very possible if you look at the details. And we'll never know because the NFL will never report the actual details.
Yeah. I do think it's something health related for sure.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
It just if you look at the play, there's never been a situation like that was not head related, and it's not head related.
Yeah.
Every situation in NFL history that's related into a similar fashion as this man was a head injury.
That's what I thought too. I thought
But
it was like
this
a concussion or something.
But this is not a head injury.
Yeah.
And they're not even being specific. They're just saying what last time I heard it was chest related.
Yeah.
That bro, I've read too many articles of sub 30-year-old, specifically athletes who were vaccinated that just had a similar situation. They just randomly fell. And then they eventually ended up dying. Luckily, for a multitude of reasons, he's not dead and he seems to be progressing. But the point I'm trying to make is that getting away from my issue with sports and what it's involved into, it's fascinating how so many people are willing to donate $8 million to his foundation. But you can't donate this $8 million to any section of the east side of Buffalo, which is the whole point. Or the ghettos of Pittsburgh, Well, pick your poison. And this is,
when you explain it like that, then yes, it is kind of disgusting.
but the more disgusting part, bro, is most of these people don't even know what type of charity he has. I don't know what charity he has because it's not public. It's a private charity. But the reason what I'm going behind that, if you look up most NFL players, specifically the Bills team, a large portion have a private charity. And the reason why that's so important is that most people don't realize, legally speaking, private charities only need to give 5% of donations to their actual charity purpose. So $8 million was given to this charity. Now, I'm not saying most of that money isn't going, because for all I know, 95% of the money is going. But what if he's a player and a person who opened this charity like most NFL players do for the tax benefits? So he's not going to give the $8 million. He's going to give it to the people who are in charge of his charity, and then he's going to funnel that into his paychecks in terms of tax breaks, which is all legal. What he's doing is not illegal. But the point is that sports players nowadays are treated like gladiators. They're treated like demigods. But the big issue between sports players now and gladiators of back then, gladiators, the only privilege they had was to live their best life until their next fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
And if they did not give their crowd the best show, exactly. Nowadays, we have turned these individuals into godlike figures. And now we get shit like resting in the NBA. We get shit to where unbiasedly speaking, from a business perspective, you are getting paid money to perform, not as a person, but as an entity. The moment you sign that contract and you make an agreement that you're performing for money, you're signing your soul. As fucked up as it sounds, like that's the situation, especially when we start getting into contracts where you're making 40, 50 million a year. Not saying that's the case for this player. And then, and this is the thing that gets me, bro. Did you see all the love and support for this man?
Yeah.
There wasn't nearly that much love and support for the 30-something people who died in Buffalo. There was love, there was support, but there was not the same outreach.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. That is a fact.
And why did a good portion of those people die? Because of the city wasn't properly doing his job. And where's the blame on the city council?
There is none, or at least none shown.
Exactly. And then if you want to get back to the age-old time of politics, where's this love for all the children dying for this and that? Dying because of gun violence, gang violence, because of abuse. We don't hear any of that shit. But somebody...
It's a new normal.
But this is the fucked up part, bro. If this situation happened just 10 years sooner, let alone 40 years ago, everybody would have been saying, play the fucking game. There would have been riots that the game was canceled. The NFL wouldn't even had the balls to cancel the game. And now when they're making more money than ever, I don't know. By the way, I wish him well. I really do.
Yeah.
But when I say I wish him well, I'm not like these fucking fake-ass people just saying, oh, I wish you well so I get cookie points, brownie points, you know? Like, I really do wish him well, but at the end of the day, do we do this for soldiers killed in the front line? The moment a person signs a contract for a soldier, the intention is not for him to die. The intention is for him to be the best soldier he can be and come back home. But they die.
Yep.
I don't see the same love for soldiers.
It's a new normal.
But I'm supposed to feel sorry for this Buffalo Bills player?
Every day, babe. To me, hey, I'm sorry. People really die every day, hey.
Technically every second, if we're getting into specifics.
I didn't even see like how it happened. So I seen it all over the internet, and then like I was asking, and I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. But like that's all you're getting out of me. Oh shit, that's crazy. I hope he's all right.
And it is crazy. But this is the fucked up part. Even if it is what you think it could be and what I think it actually is, we're never going to truly know. Because those records are locked up now, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I kept saying, like, this is obvious. Like, there's no way you get up from a tackle, and a tackle wasn't even that crazy. You tackle somebody.
He's the one who, and by the way, he did
tackled. Yeah, he tackled the other guy. So it's like you tackle somebody, you get up, and then all of a sudden you just drop. Like,
and then
it's obviously a health problem, obviously.
But this is the thing. If it was a head injury, this changes the formula. But everything has been about chest related, bro.
Yeah, and that's my thing. If it was a head injury, why does it take 9 minutes for them to do CPR on you? 9 minutes? Bro, you died. Like, somewhere in here, you either passed out and died, or
but bro, if
you
it would
lost breath or something. Like, there's no head injury's not doing that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm basically saying.
And if it was a head injury, you're not coming back after 9 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Like, 9 minutes is a long time. It's a long time just for you to die for a minute and a half. Like, that is crazy. Shit is crazy.
Okay, so you ready for the next topic?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember the last one, right? So I'm just stepping it up a notch. I've been holding this out. I can't work for a woman unless she knows her place and is aiding. You must have feminine charm, and you must be great at your job. Where do you come down on this?
What the fuck? What the hell? You just showed your whole masculine.
Do you want me to repeat it?
No. I can work for a woman. I'm fine. But don't overpower it just because you have power. Like, that's the only thing for me.
So to be clear, the first part was me being arrogant, but I think modern culture has forgotten men. If men are being true to themselves and being unbiased, men do not like to be bossed around by a masculine woman.
True.
We have no problem being bossed around by a man. But be it woman or man, if we know for a fact the person is a fucking idiot, it doesn't matter how you act. We won't respect you. But we will respect you more if you know your place. And I don't mean that in disrespect, because I could say this the same thing for a man. In terms of knowing where you are and who you're working with is just as important as knowing how smart you are. Because if you could be, whatever your intelligence is, if you're surrounded by more intelligent people, yet for some reason you're in charge of them, it's up to you. It's not up to the employees. It is up to you because you are a manager. The whole point of a manager is managing your workforce. Part of that job description, and the reason why you're getting paid so much, at least in this case, this person is getting paid a lot more than her workforce, is for the simple fact you're supposed to know the egos, the personality traits.
Yeah.
And I don't know about your experience. I've always gotten along, especially with the people who are above me, specifically talking women, when they are feminine, when they are one with themselves, and they, like the best women do, they know how to bob and weave with personalities. That's why I think women are actually great managers, when they are being true to themselves.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care how smart you are. If you're a woman and you're trying to act like a man bossing me around, I'm going to do my job. That's it.
That's all you're getting.
That's all you're getting.
That is
especially when you're a dumb, fat, ugly bitch.
Yeah, you lost me on that one.
And this is okay. The way I'm putting it is harsh, and it's filled with emotion. But bro, you know this. At the end of the day, men are attracted to attractive women. The more attractive you are, as unfair as it is, men are more willing to give her a longer shaft. They're willing to give her more leeway. They're willing to see, okay, she might come off dumb, but I know she's just working in her solutions, you know?
Yeah.
If you're ugly, you're fat, and you're not making sense, it's just, and you're trying to boss us around, what's going on?
You lost me. You lost me.
It boggles my membranes how individuals solely do what's best for themselves rather than what's right. Lying to get out of work task, talking business that isn't business, etc. When in reality, you're just a lazy piece of shit trying to get through with life. I told you this was...
Read that again. God damn.
It just boggles my membranes how individuals solely do what's best for themselves rather than what's right. Lying, examples, lying to get out of a work task, talking business when there is no business being talked, etc. When in reality, you're just a lazy piece of shit trying to get by with your life.
I don't know where to go on that. I don't know where to go with that.
Bro, I'm sorry. It's just... These have been building up.
I see.
I
can see the lying to get out of work part, you know. Some people just don't want to go to work. But, you know, people like to be lazy sometimes. But damn, that was a lot all at once.
Yeah, and there's 2 sexual ones that are pretty bad too. You want to hear those?
Give me one. Just give me one.
Okay. I finally got to a point where sex no longer felt like a job.
That's a good thing.
It got to the point of feeling like bliss and paradise. To where I actually look forward to not having sex, but to making love. ... It
was a dream.
No longer.
No longer. No longer what? No longer what? ... No longer.
Okay, so you want to hear the second part of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a lot of many ...
Okay.
So just remember no longer.
It sounds like a journal.
I just can't stand the concept of sex anymore. For any reason other than reproduction. I just can't control the side of me. It disgusts me.
That's it? Sex disgusts you. Is it just the concept of sex? You know? Because I can understand that. I can understand that why it's disgusting, you know? Just to have sex, you know? It's like at some point it does become boring.
Yo, it becomes so meaningless.
Yeah.
Yo, when you hear some people say, either in certain points in life or with certain women, sex feels like a job. Yo, there's nothing truer than that statement. Bro, and this is how you know sex was just a job. The moment you nut, if you regret it or you have any type of feeling that is not positive, bro, that's not good.
Yeah, because then why you're going to be thinking, like, why did I just do that?
100%.
Yeah, that's true. But then, once again, don't have sex with the people you don't want to have sex with.
This is true. But this is why I'm saying the whole concept of sex is so irritating because my head is just the smartest individual on this planet for tricking my mind. Because when my head wants to get wet, wants to be consumed by tightness, wants to drown on juices of the goddesses, my mind's fucked. When my head is determined for this satisfaction, and that's still to this day. That was my New Year's resolution. I was determined. No masturbation. None. Benito. The first 5 days, I was killing it, bro. I was killing it. But you know why? I was busy. Then I had one day, no work. No work whatsoever. And I started off well. I was watching educational videos, writing notes, getting the game plan for the empire down. And then I just had a moment.
That's all it takes.
And then that moment turned into another moment.
Fold it.
And then before I know, by the end of the day, 5 down the drain. In my first 5 days, my longest streak, bro. And I don't know how long. You know how well I was doing? I was doing so well. I was putting my hand on my cock. I was rubbing that shit. I was getting to the point of eruption.
You saying cock is hilarious. I just want to make that clear. This is going to the internet, guys. This man said cock. I know that's what it's called, but, you know, we're in the east side of Buffalo. We say dick. You know, we say dick.
And I was seconds away from masturbation. I mean, from ejaculation. And I stopped myself.
You stopped yourself in the middle of coming?
No, I was close. You know, right, but the moment right before where you could feel it's on the tipping point. Yeah. But that's.
Lost me. If y'all guy didn't understand that, I said I would have finished that nut.
Oh, I thought you said I would have finished that up, but that nut makes better sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this was a deep, dark place, but this is the negative journal of Francis and Daniel. Daniel and Francis. DNF, F&A. Okay, getting back to the point. Quote unquote, there's no point being logical with women. No matter what, they all go back to their lizard instincts of the brain.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The other day, I was just calling females lizards. I was calling them reptiles. And it makes so much sense. Guys, hear me out. Hear me out. I was watching Jurassic World.
Okay. The new one or just the...
the new one.
Okay.
I was watching
Dominion?
Yeah, I think it's Dominion. Or Domination, something like that.
With the D.
Yeah. And I was just, I don't know, something just made, click to me. And I was like, guys, did you guys, I was watching it with friends, and I was like, guys, did you know T-Rexes are all females? They was like, no, that's not true. I was like, all T-Rex have eggs. Like, they have an egg to, whatever. They was like, yeah. I was like, exactly. All females are, all T-Rexes are females. So they looked it up, and it was like, holy shit, it is true. I was like, yeah.
Oh, but that's true?
Yeah. But they're all asexual. They have their own kid. Oh. So then I was like, females are T-Rexes. But, I mean, they have to have us to have their kid and all that.
Yeah.
They're not asexual. But how they act are just like T-Rexes. When women are territorial, just like men, and I don't want to hear bullshit because females are literally the most territorial, especially when it comes to their natural instincts.
And what are their natural instincts too?
That's what I'm saying. For lions, the lioness goes hunting for the kid while the dad stays home and protects the kids and all that. So it's like they're naturally like that. And then if you're not a part of their pride, bitch, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, they fight on sight. And it's the same thing for T-Rexes. If T-Rex and another T-Rex see each other, They're fighting on sight. They're going to yell at each other just like females. They're going to argue with each other just like females. And then it's instant fighting. There's nothing else to be said. And they're going to keep fighting until one backs down.
Yeah. Or the other one gets their ass whooped.
Exactly. And I was like, wow, females are reptiles. I was like, you guys are cold-blooded anyways. You guys, majority of females is like fucking Nemeks.
Yo, people don't realize how do I want to word this? Men are more brutal. Women are more savage.
Yes. T-Rex. I'm sorry.
If you go into the history of dynasties and emperors and rulers, there is a lot of dark, twisted shit that was happening in the back doors.
Yeah.
All manipulated by women.
Yeah. That's all it is. T-Rexes are reptiles. That's amazing that you said that. That's crazy. Continue.
So to continue off of they all go back to their lizard instincts of the brain. This is why you need to have a backbone in your relationship. You need to make sure that you are the ones making the demands and performing the actions. If not, then you will become the victim by being walked all over. That's all I have to say. There's getting to a point, there is a difference between respect and having compromise and just allowing the other person to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
There is most men don't want to realize this because they want to believe that they are the smartest person in the room. But women are the reason why women are so good socially because they're so smart emotionally. I'm not saying they're in control of their emotions, but they're so smart emotionally.
Yeah. I will give that.
And with this intelligence of emotion, they're very clever at using emotion to deceive the man. And that's why I've just been, be it reading, be it listening, be it experiencing, no matter what a woman says, no matter what a woman does, you need to know that you had the backbone. Because at the end of the day, you would always rather be respected than liked.
Yeah.
When I would say
That's the same thing that goes with, I would say, for Kobe. A lot of people respect Kobe but didn't like him. But they respected him for his drive and motivation.
Well, bro, look in your life. If you look at the people who are still in your life, specifically women, I'm not saying they can't like you and respect you.
Mm-hmm.
But and this is for anybody who's listening to this, go through a list of people who are still in your life, specifically who still reach out to you.
Yeah.
And even more importantly than that, you can reach out to them and you know they'll reach back out to you.
True.
How many of them respect you?
I would say majority of them.
I would make the case all of them.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about it from this angle. Like only goes so far. Like is for a good time. Like is for in the moment. Respect is never ending.
Definitely eternal.
Yes, it is. And this is the same thing for women. They might not admit this, but they will never want to be with a man long term that they could walk all over.
True.
It might be good for the moment. It might be good for getting something in that specific situation.
But cheat.
But long term,
you're gonna have that side dude on the side. I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, getting on that. Yo, how many women that you've heard of? I'm not even gonna say know of. That you've heard of. That plays this safe with the good, unrespectable man. And unrespectable in the sense she could do whatever she wants with him. And they cheat with the bad boy on the side. That they might not even like, but they respect. It's a lot of fucking women.
It's definitely a lot.
Yo, and this is just a random thing. I don't care how much you love anybody. I don't care how much you even respect anybody. Every man get a fucking prenup and get your baby fucking tested. Especially if you're a man who you have any doubts that your woman doesn't respect you. Oh, that should be a guarantee. That should be an undeniable thought.
You know, I never really understood why. I can understand it, but at the same time, I can't. Why females get upset when guys ask for a DNA test?
I would make the case that the women that get mad are the ones that have something to hide.
Usually, yes, I will say that. But at the
Usually.
same time, yeah. But I'm saying, like, even when
In general, you're talking about.
in general, like, why do you get upset? Because he wanted it to be proven that it's his. Like, you should even be you should be happy that he wants it to be proven at least.
Oh yeah, because theoretically he'll be in the life, right?
Yeah, for sure. So it's like for him to even ask that, go get a DNA test and then we can talk. That's totally go ahead and get that shit. Like, please, because you either want him there or he's gonna fucking walk.
Yeah.
Like,
But I would say to directly answer that, I would say because most of the women who are in that situation, they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, the woman knows who it actually.
Usually they're cheating. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say usually, but most of them sometimes, for sure.
Okay, brother, that's it. This was a wild, crazy.
This was a negative show, and guess what? I'm gonna give you a negative ending. So I'm gonna give you these five finger rhino thrusts, and you're gonna like it or not. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna like it or not. I don't give a fuck. So number 1, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead. I'm pretty sure you're not, so don't give a fuck. Number 2, go ahead and subscribe. I don't really think you got a choice, so I don't care. Number 3, go ahead and hit that bell.
Ring-a-ding.
Ring-a-dang these nuts. So.
And this butthole.
Tickle it. Number 4, go ahead and share on every social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also on Locals. It should be on the description. You got any extra change, we will happily take it, and we will happily appreciate you for it.
Oh, fuck that shit. We're going to take that shit and just rub it all up. Yeah.
We're going to take it and just walk off. Bitch, you've been robbed. Number 5, go ahead and comment on this video below. I'm pretty sure you won't, so fuck you.
I think you busted something.
I think you broke something. Fuck a bus. Anyways, on that note,
LOPH.
cadoodle.
Peace.
Fuck you. Well, since you already stuck around, go ahead and subscribe. Newest video. Most recommended. And our famous dick pic.